testing. Alright. Okay, back to the game. Slowly the world researched itself. I've teleported to the lab development room. Yeah, it's not supposed to happen, right? What the hell? Faris is standing next to me. Okay. Reading Steiner is telling me that the world line has changed. Additionally, the injuries the viral attackers inflicted on my body have vanished. So has the pain. Faris is standing in the center of the room, looking around. The tears that were in her eyes just a moment ago are gone. Okay. Kyo-man, do you know where Faris's phone went? Yeah. Oh, she don't remember, huh? I don't know how to feel about this, man. I didn't like her character, to be honest, but still. Just a moment ago, Faris was fighting to hold back her tears, but that Faris is no more. In her place is the usual cute, cheerful Faris, with an impish smile on her face. I look at the phone in my hand. It is not my phone, but one with several cute, girly cat doll phone straps attached. Here's your phone. Yeah? Faris walks up to me with a teasing smile on her face. She pokes at my fingers with her index finger. Kyo-man, did you see what was inside now? Faris gently takes her phone from my hand. If you did see it, then please forget about it, nya. Can't let that cat out of the bag, nya, or else they will be awake soon, nya. Come on, Kyo-man. You are supposed to say something like, who the hell are they? Or something, nya. Man, fucking start of the stream is already so depressing. I'm sorry. Before we sent the email, Faris said she didn't want to forget. And I lied that she would surely remember. Kyo-man is acting weird, nya. You usually act all pompous and nya. I embraced Faris suddenly. pulling her to me as tightly as I can. I'm sorry. Faris remembers nothing. Nothing about her victory at the Lioness tournament. Nothing about our escape from the viral attackers. Nothing about her father riding up in his limousine to save her. Nothing about how we talked alone in her bedroom. Nothing. She remembers nothing. Everything that happened on that world line was undone. Still about Faris. Yeah, but this is after the damage has been done, you know. It's a bit depressing, to be honest. So before she left before we changed back the timeline, she asked me if she will remember everything like she did last time. So my character lied and said, yeah, of course, you remember. But it seems like she doesn't hear. She forgot all about her father and stuff, you know. Man, I don't know how I feel about this. What happens to that world line? I don't know. Maybe like Suzuha said, it still exists as another possible world line. Or maybe it ceased to exist the moment I send the email. You'd have to be a god to observe each and every time world line, so it is pointless to worry about it. But one thing is clear. I can never return to that world line again. Faris can never see her father again. Yo, man, he's bored of you, yeah. Mayoshi's in the next room. She'll find out, you know. Sorry. The only thing I can do is apologize. Hey, on this world line, Mayuri invited Faris to come hang out at the lab. Cool. Mayuri, they had a fight. Kaede-chan had a fight with her boyfriend. How do I get them to make up? Mayoshi's never had a fight with anyone. So I think it's mysterious. I couldn't fight with the person I like. Since when do you have a person you like? I figure you put food before romance, lol. Not sure I repressed. Yes, it's mysterious. Why are people so cruel to each other? Fine. That's because you are a gentle girl, Mayuri. I don't know what I should send. Let's send this one, I guess. Anyway, on this world line, I'll hang out. Apparently, she came to see a costume Mayuri had made. Faris has work after this, so she soon leaves the lab. After seeing Faris off, I head towards the shrine. On the way, I stop at Chuodori and take a look around. They are back. Oh yeah, the anime stores are back. Cool. More stores exist again. Anime Toranoana, Mandarake Gamers, Lamtara, Melon Box, Asobi City. They've all returned to the streets of Akiba. There's a gigantic anime-themed banner hanging from the soft map building. Maids walk the street, handing out leaflets. Cosplaying girls advertise in storefronts. But the return of this familiar scenery brings no relief to my heart. There's only pain, for everything I see confirms that Faris has lost her father. But I can't stop here. I shake my head and hurry to the shrine. On my way, I noticed the satellite is missing from Radikan's rooftop. Of course it is. Susaha is gone. The thought brings a new pang of grief to my heart. Before this is over, how much more pain will I shoulder? I'm guessing there will be more. Fortunately. I passed beneath the archway and entered the silent courtyard. I walk up to the main building and jab the intercom. After a few presses, I get a reply. Hey, who's... Okabe-san. Lukaku comes out. Girly as always, even though he's a guy. No wait, this Lukaku is a genuine girl. Lukaku, someone should have donated an old computer to the shrine several years ago. Can you ask your dad about it for me? Eh? An old computer? I think Lukaku went pale when I mentioned the computer. She lowers her face immediately, so I can't be certain. I'll go call my dad. Lukaku hurries inside. It looks like she knows something. Lukaku's dad soon appears. Well, if it isn't Hoin-kun, thank you for taking care of my daughter. I rush the greeting and get down to business. If I'm not mistaken, there was an old computer donated to this shrine about 10 years ago. Do you know about it? An old computer? Why, yes, I do remember that. Really? Yes, finally, I've returned to the world line with the IBM 500. Please, I need to see it. Sure, please wait here. Cool, finally. Luka's dad heads inside the sanctuary in the back. But I don't think it's that easy, right? Oh. Lukaku has been silent this whole time. Why do you have to look like this, man? Girl, I guess. She keeps touching her hair and looking around nervously. Something is definitely wrong with her. Are you afraid of me, Lukaku? Eh? I understand. I mean, I touched your naughty bits, I guess. Boy, oh boy. Crap, I just make things more awkward. Yeah, I'm glad you noticed, like, the second sentence. I didn't have to say it like that. I'm not afraid of you, Okabe-san. Jesus Christ, man. That was really embarrassing though. Lukaku is stern? No way, right? Why would he be? Sorry. Okay. By the way, do you know about the IBM 500? Yeah, no! What? Lukaku shakes her head in an unnatural way. I've never heard of it. But when I called you before, it sounded like you knew about it. No, Lukaku is looking more and more uncomfortable. Maybe I'm pushing her too hard. I should back off. I did a terrible thing to this girl, so it might be best if I stop treating her as my disciple. I need to treat her like a lady from now on. GG. If I don't, I could get sued for sexual harassment or charged with attempted rape or indecency or something. But how exactly do I treat her like a lady anyway? I just treat everyone the same, pretty much. So, you're not gonna wear the costume Mayuri made? No. Because it's embarrassing? Yes. Why is this girl so lacking in confidence? Sus? Why sus? Oh! I guess it's because she gave the computer to Moika or something, you know. That's why she's like all guilty about it. I guess she can't help it if it is in her nature. But didn't she say her reason for becoming a girl was to gain confidence in the first place? And yet she's a girl now, but she still seems the same inside. I know, right? What the fuck? This is strange. Luca's dad returns. His timing is good. My conversation with Lukaku wasn't going anywhere. Did you find it? I tried asking just in case, but he looks confused. Obviously something unexpected has happened. Well, I couldn't find it. You couldn't find it? I remember receiving an old computer, but it is not in the storehouse anymore. The IBM 500 isn't here? I pressed my hands to my temples and stifled a groan. The world line is still twisted. IBM 500 is like a mirage floating in front of me. I can see it but never reach it. Pardon my asking, but the PC was donated by Akiharu Miho-san, correct? Oh, how did you know? Do you know her by chance? Well, we are friends. Lumiho-chan has grown up to be a splendid young lady, hasn't she? It was when she was still in elementary school. She came to visit with her butler Kuroki-san. But why did that computer disappear? I thought someone might have stolen it, but everything else is untouched. Then the lock wasn't broken. This contradicts Lukaku's statement. What was Lukaku's statement? Lukaku says she didn't know about the IBM 500. Luka, do you know anything about it? You've been cleaning the sanctuary the past few years, haven't you? Once again, Lukaku hangs her head, almost shaking with fear. Her hands are trembling. Lukaku, what's wrong? I try asking again, but she doesn't raise her head. I don't know anything. Sus! The look on her face betrays her. Lukaku is lying. But why? Remember, she shouldn't even know about the IBM 500. What does she know? Because the world line changed, there is no other answer. Her email must be the cause. In Faris' case, I didn't know what her email was about. But in Lukaku's case, I already know what it is. I want to be a girl. The email must have had influence beyond Lukaku's sex. The butterfly effect. It somehow changed the location of the IBM 500. It was like that with Suzuha and with Faris. I can't help but think that the universe itself is keeping the IBM 500 away from me. At any rate, when Lukaku sent her email, leading Steiner activated, meaning the email changed the world line. If the IBM 500 won't return to me on this world line, then my next step is to cancel Lukaku's email. In other words, I need to turn Lukaku back into a guy. Suddenly I feel dizzy. It is not the heat stroke, and it is not reading Steiner. How am I going to explain this to Lukaku herself? Just the other day when I called Lukaku a guy, she cried. Then Kuritsu and Mayuri ganged up on me. Can I get Lukaku to go back to being a guy without stirring up trouble? This is going to be tough. Maybe I should consult someone about this. At first I considered consulting Kuritsu, but I don't think I should talk to a girl this time. Let's think a little. I visit Tennoji's house. The divergence meter is here. I need to know what it says. Yes, it increased. Cancelling Faris's email appears to have raised the value about 0.05%. Little by little, I am approaching the goal of 1% divergence. The number gives me courage. Afterwards, Tennoji recounts his memories of Hashida Suzu, just as he did on the previous world line. I stay until he's finished. It's past 6 p.m. when I get back to the lab. Welcome back, Okalin. Welcome back, Karin. There are two girls in the lab, Mayuri and Kuritsu. Who is this Karin? Well, welcome back flows so well into Okalin, doesn't it? When you put them together, it's doubly delicious. It's not delicious. It's a greeting I can only use for Okalin, so why not? Sure, Mayuri, sure. Sure. Where's Daru? Probably at May Queen. Ah, May Queen. May Queen is back. May Queen. So that's back to. So when Faris said she had work, she meant at May Queen. What about you, Mayuri? You work there too, don't you? Of course I do. You know that, Okalin. You're so weird. Mayushi is taking a break to prepare for Komima tomorrow. The timeline has been corrected, it seems. At least in part. I should stop by May Queen when I have time. I'll visit sometime when Mayuri and Faris are working. I didn't realize it until it was gone, but I think I really like that May Cafe. Wow, okay. Kuritsu is reading a Western book. It's the same book as always. It's pretty hefty, so it must take a long time to read. I walk past her and enter the development room. There sits the time leap machine. Today is Saturday, the 14th of August. The first time Mayuri died, it happened on Friday the 13th. After Suzuha's sacrifice changed the world line, Mayuri died on the 14th instead. Her death was delayed 24 hours exactly. What's that? Listening? There's a year emoji, right? I can't quite tell because it's quite small. If that pattern continues, her death on this world line should occur tomorrow, the 15th. Just to be safe, I should buy a few days with the time leap machine. I'll need time to solve the Lukaku problem. I should time leap right away. Just before entering the lab, I peeked into the Bronze workshop. The 42-inch CRT was on, so there's no problem there. Still, will Mayuri really die on the 15th? I don't have solid proof. Maybe there's no pattern. It is just in my head. Maybe Mayuri dies today. Maybe she dies tomorrow. What I want more than anything is for that to never happen. What happens to Mayuri on this world line? I mustn't let my guard down, not until the IBM 500 is back in my possession. Agree. At the same time, however, I want to know what happens to Mayuri on this world line. I think it will just be the same thing. There's still a chance, however small, that she won't die. I don't think so, man. No, don't hesitate. Hesitation could lead to an irreparable mistake. Yeah, what if you can't get the thing going on, you know? Just call. Yeah, emoji. Okay, what are you doing? I thought we weren't going to. By the time Kuritsu starts talking, the discharge phenomenon has already started. So it seems like there is a lot of decision making here, because if I just keep pressing just now, right, the dialogue might go on forever. But I decided to call and then skip some of the dialogue. I will assume if he might actually not went back in time if he keeps talking. Listening, alright, cool. An unpleasant sound pierces my ears. My vision ripples. My flesh and my soul momentarily feel separate. I grab my right wrist. I close my eyes, take deep breaths, and wait for my pulse to return to normal. I took 2 time leaps, traveling a total of 57 hours into the past. The worst is over. All that's left is a headache. I need to cancel Lukaku's D-mail on this roll line. I sit down in a pipe chair and try to come up with a plan. Nothing. I've been searching for a way to tell Lukaku the truth, but every mental simulation I run ends with her in tears. I suppose that is to be expected. After all, I've already seen it happen once. I mistook Lukaku for a guy and she ended up in tears. I mean, Lukaku cries at just about anything. I know, right? To broach the topic now would be like poking an open wound. Damn, it looks like I have no choice but to ask Kuritsu. She's a girl, so she should understand how Lukaku feels. Yeah, you should have done it as soon as possible. I called Kuritsu out to a bench in front of the Bronze workshop. We are alone. It seems serious. Yes. I have a difficult problem that requires delicacy to resolve. Delicacy? This is like the exact opposite of what anyone expects from you. That's why I want to ask a girl. Plus, you are my assistant. So I need you to save my ass this instant. Nice! Bro! Interesting. Oh, you. Why do you need to ask a girl anyway? I give her the rundown, including how many times I've time leaped and what happened with Suzuha and Faris. How many times have I explained this to her now? It just needs to happen. This time she believes me more readily than I expected. The only thing she doesn't believe is the story about Lukaku. Urushibara-san is actually a guy? That's totally ridiculous. But it's the truth. Was the truth. So basically, she wrinkles her brow in thought. She looks like Hashida? No, she doesn't. Crap, I got a mental image there for a second. Oh god, no. Judging by her expression, so did Kuritsu. We grimace. Unacceptable! There's no way such a cute girl was a guy! Hey, hold your horses. I never said that Lukaku looked like a guy. He actually looked pretty much the same. He was always androgynous. So much you couldn't help but think he was secreting excess female hormones or something. As a result, I didn't even notice when Lukaku became a girl at first and made a fatal mistake. He looked like she does now. Kuritsu's gaze wanders for a bit. Acceptable. Okay. What? Anyway, you want to turn her back to a guy? Unless we do, Mayuri dies. Mayuri's life is tied to Urushibara-san's gender. That's crazy, it doesn't seem real at all. Have you come up with a solution? Of course. I'll have Lukaku turn back into a guy. I don't know if she's going to appreciate that. That's why I'm consulting you, so I can find a way to do this while hurting her the least. I take a mouthful of Dr. P in a vain attempt to quiet my frustration. If only I hadn't been so careless. I shouldn't have let so many people send emails. This is my punishment. I must shoulder the pain of everyone who used a D-mail. Suzuha, Faris, and now Lukaku. Regret won't change anything. There's only one piece of advice I can give. Christina sighs, blowing her bangs. Don't say anything to Urushibara-san. What do you mean? Based on what you told me, you have the advantage this time. You already know the contents of the D-mail. So you don't have to tell her. Him and ex-him? Whatever. You don't have to tell Urushibara-san. Just send the cancellation email. You mean pose as Lukaku and send the mail to her mother myself? If the world line changes, then that will all be undone. In which case, ethical concerns don't really matter. The end justifies the means. A philosophy worthy of a scientist. Just one problem. I don't know her mother's pager number. What? Are you an idiot? Why didn't you write it down? How would I know, man? How would I know this would happen? Well, I didn't think I would need it. Koizu clicks her tongue. She rubs her brow with her fingers while muttering and thinking. What if you just ask for the pager number directly? Think up a good excuse. That's going to look suspicious. Why are you so scared of? That's not the vain and arrogant Okabe I know. Vain and arrogant? That was uncalled for. I don't have the time to be hoeing Kyomana. Just make up some nonsense like you always do. I mean, you know how gullible she is, right? Bruh. True though. Can't argue with that. Wow, I hate myself for saying that. I'm a bad girl. Yeah, that's okay, man. It's true. So I can't really blame you. Carissa hangs her head. Maybe I should just tell her the truth. Sincerity will work better than underhanded tricks, I think. A mad scientist? Sincere? That's a good one. I think I'm siding with Koetsu here. Like, it's more like you to say, I'll brainwash her, ha ha. I'm being serious, damn it. I will shoulder Lukaku's pain. That's my responsibility. When I cancel that email, the fact that she was a girl will be undone. I'm the only one who can carry that burden. So what are you talking to me for? Go to her now and tell her what you told me. Yeah, I think just tell her everything. Yeah. That probably works too. Yeah, you're right. That's my only choice. As always, there are only a few worshippers at the shrine. I guess that's how it can keep its dignified silence. Even though it is less than a 10-minute walk from Akihabara Station. Okabe-san. Lukako is sweeping the courtyard. I'm sorry. I left Samidare in my room. No, that's okay. Really? Well, crap. Now that we are face to face, I can't bring myself to tell her the truth. Seriously, man, just do it, for fuck's sake. Is something wrong? Wow. I recall Lukako's crying face. She looked very sad when I called her a guy. If possible, I don't want to make her cry again. No! Why am I acting so weak? I can't stop here. I swore I would do anything to save Mayuri. And when Lukako said he wanted to be a girl, he probably only said it out of curiosity. If I explain everything properly, I doubt she will refuse to become a guy again. Lukako! Huh? Yes. I grabbed her by the shoulders and pulled her close. Lukako's cheeks instantly turned bright red. Please listen carefully. The truth is, you used to be a guy. That's not how you started it, man. Oh my god, tell her the time travel shit first. And then leave that part to the end, you know? Oh my fucking god. Ah, fuck, man. No reaction. Also, I thought, then tears start welling up in Lukako's eyes. You're saying that again? Sniff. Damn, I made her cry again. But this time, I don't back down. Listen, unless you turn back into a guy, Mayuri will die. Huh? I explained everything. About time travel, yeah, finally. About the email Lukako sent. About Mayuri's fate. About how to avoid it. I talked and talked without pausing for breath. Finally, I'm done. You're joking, right? Her voice is trembling. I can't believe any of it. This is more role-playing, right? You're being Kyoma-san, right? Right? She backs away from me, shaking her head. Oh god. I don't like that backstory. It hurts. And I think it will hurt Mayuri-chan too. I know you're confused hearing this so suddenly, but it is all truth. I've witnessed her death countless times. I'm sorry. I know I'm being selfish, but I'm begging you to save Mayuri. I need you to become a guy again. Please tell me you're joking. Okabe-san. Oh god. I can't possibly be a guy. I don't want to be. I've always been a girl. Ever since I was born. This is cruel. Oh god. And why do I have to hear it from you? Of all people. I'm so embarrassed. This is right. Lukako covers her face with both hands to snuff out her sobs. What's to be embarrassed about? I have a harder time thinking of you as a girl anyway. Wow, fuck man, why did you fucking say that? Oh my god. Lukako jerks like someone poked her with a cattle prod. Her crying has stopped. What did I do? That's how you of me. She is disgusted by the thought of being a dude. What? I couldn't hear you. She lowers her hands and looks at me. Then she smiles, a soft, sorrowful smile. So, that's how you think of me? Well, you were a guy before, man. What do you want me to say? I mean, I shouldn't have said it, but you know, you have to think from my side of here, man. That didn't went well at all, man. Then Lukako shakes off my hands and runs away. Lukako, wait! She didn't stop even when I call her. She disappears into the shrine office. It turned out just as my mental simulations predicted. I sighed and leave the shrine, dejected. I need to come up with a plan. When I get back to the lab, I take Koritsu out to the bench and explain what happened. Koritsu listens with an annoyed expression the whole time. When I finish, she glares at me and says, "You raised a flag." What are you talking about? Don't you get it? You raised a flag. Or I guess you could say you tripped over a flag that was already raised. You mean a death flag? Why? It's a romance flag, genius. What? A romance flag? Urushibara-san likes you. Koritsu thrusts her finger at me. When her beloved Hoin Kyoma told her she was a guy, it tore her pure maidenly heart into tiny little pieces. In other words, your plan was a massive failure. She sure is calm when it's my neck on the line. Love is trouble. There's no formula for calculating people's feelings. Too many unknowns to solve for. She shakes her head like she can't imagine anything worse. Has this girl never been in love? The direct approach was a mistake. It will be even harder to persuade her now. You should think of another way this time, like asking her mother directly. Though I'm sure the Urushibara family already thinks of you as the man who made their daughter cry, so they might have their guard up. Lukaku likes me? I don't want to believe it. I mean, I appreciate the sentiment, but... when do you think I first set off that romance flag? How should I know? Well, I mean, think about it. Lukaku was a guy last week. If he really liked me at that point, then... Uh-oh. That's just your perspective. From everyone else's perspective, she was always a girl. It makes perfect sense. I mean, to be honest, when he was a guy, there's still this hint going on, but Okabe wasn't entirely wrong. Nothing in terms of the current world line. Right, that makes perfect sense. Still. Anyway, there's a bigger problem. You're changing Urushihabara-san's gender to male really bring back the IBM 500? Something is different from the previous world line. According to Lukaku's father, the IBM 500 was definitely at Lola Shrine. Suzuha gave it to Faris that, after he died, Faris donated it to Lola Shrine. That sequence is the same as on the world line where I obtained IBM 500. So you are gradually approaching the original world line. You know, I've been thinking, you really shouldn't be able to change the world line so easily. What makes you say that? I mean, there are 6 billion people in the world. It doesn't make sense that switching a single person's gender could cause such a huge change in the world line. According to Suzuha, taking different actions after a time leap will only change divergence by around 0.00001% at all, if at all. But when I cancelled Faris' email, there was a 0.05% change. 0.05 is pretty big. What did Amane-san have to say about that? The year 2010 is a major attractive field junction, and the key is whether or not I obtain an IBM 500. Maybe the divergence meter actually measures your distance to the IBM 500. In any case, what you are saying is that all of the D-mails we sent had an influence on the IBM 500's location, somehow. There were also some D-mails that didn't activate reading signers. So just cancel the D-mails that activated reading Steiner, and the IBM 500 might come back to you. The remaining D-mails were sent by Lukaku and Moika. I don't want to see that woman again if I can help it. In any case, I should focus on Lukaku right now. So, what should I do about Lukaku? Just go out with her. What the fuck? Seriously? If there's nobody you like, then there's no reason to, is there? No reason not to. Get close and help her work through her feelings. Then she'll probably tell you what you need to know. Mayuri dies in 2 days. I don't have time for that touchy-feely stuff. Suddenly Kuretsu's expression turns grave. only consider this as a last resort. If you're willing to hurt Urushibara-san, you can always take the information by force. I don't think I'll do that. She'll forget after the world line changes, won't she? In that case, I think it is a valid option, but only when compared to Mayuri's death. I hate myself for suggesting this. No, you're right. I need to consider every possible option. But I don't want to do that if there's any other choice. I'm not saying this for myself. From my perspective, when the world line changes, everything until that point becomes undone. But what about from Lukako's perspective? What if this world line continues after I leave it behind? The Lukako of this world line will have to live with what I did to her. That possibility exists. Suzuha said that's not the case, but there's no way to be sure. And since I can't confirm or deny that possibility, I don't want to use Kuritsu's last resort. Besides, I have the time leap machine, and as long as I have it, I can repeat the days before Mayuri's death forever. Of course, there's still the danger of a time leap failure. In any case, the first thing I should do is to have an honest talk with the girl in question. Bruh. I hear the tweeting of small birds outside of the window. It's nice and cool early in the morning, even though it is the middle of the summer. Too bad the cicadas are already chirping. The sunlight's not too strong yet. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. I was up all night thinking about Lukako. Bruh. Okarin! Ah! There you are! Mayuri enters the room and looks at me with a disapproving pout. She didn't say tuturu. It is rare to see her in such a bad mood. You're early. It's still 8. Something happening today? I'm here to scold you, Okarin. She gives me a glare that is more cute than frightening. She's never been very good at getting angry. Mayushi is very disappointed in you. Mayuri pouts up her cheeks and thrusts a finger at me. What did I do? You can't fool me, Okarin. You made Luka-chan cry, didn't you? What? How did you? Luka-chan told me. She said you said she was a guy. Damn. Those two are close friends. I should have known Lukako would go to Mayuri first. Why would you say such a mean thing, Okarin? But Mayuri, it doesn't involve you. This is a serious, confidential matter involving the organization. It does too involve me. Luka-chan is Mayushi's friend. If you don't tell me, we are not friends anymore, okay? I'm gonna quit being a lab man. This is the first time I've ever seen Mayuri so angry. I'm not sure how to deal with this, honestly. Why did you say such a mean thing? I did it to save you, man. But I can't say that. I don't have it in me to tell this innocent girl that she's fated to die in just 2 days. Come to think of it, was it a mistake to tell Lukako about Mayuri's murder? I did make sure to tell Lukako not to breathe a word about it. You're worried about something, aren't you? She's shocked, even though she never seems to be thinking anything. I can tell. I've been watching you longer than anyone, Lokalin. And yesterday, you talked with Christian for a long time, didn't you? If something is wrong, you should talk to Mayoshi too, okay? I want to help too, okay? Now, let's go apologize to Luka-chan. Will you do that for me? Mayoshi will come too. So let's... Okalin? Come on now, Miley. Me? Worry? Don't be ridiculous. I am the insane mad scientist. Holy Keoma. I've nothing to worry about. I just realized you're gonna have to undo Moika's email, right? I do, definitely. Because her email is the main reason why the IBM 500 is missing. I'm pretty sure. So I hope my character will finally realize that one of the main thing that he can do is actually just to send the email to himself, telling him not to let them send the email. That would be so much easier, you know, instead of going through all this shit just to find out what the other person sent, you know, all that shit. Yeah. So the game is gonna take super long, even more now. Yeah. All I have is the hunger for chaos. Okalin. I can't tell Mayuri. I can't. Even if Mayuri hates me for it. You got mail. Lukako. Okabe-san. I have something important to talk to you about. Please come to the shrine when you can. I'll be waiting, please. Something important? What? I told her everything yesterday, including about Mayuri's death. I'm hungry too, Okabe. Oh, cool. GG. Perhaps after sleeping on it, she finally decided to believe my story. Alright. Get up from the sofa. Where are you going? Mayoshi is not done talking. I'm going to Lukako's. Really? You are going to apologize? Then let Mayoshi come too. No, they'll just make it harder. Lukako probably doesn't want Mayuri to die. Well, I'm counting on that, to be honest, but I don't think this is the case. I mean, for this phone number, for this email. I put my hand on Mayuri's shoulder. Please, take care of the lab while I'm gone. Mayuri's shoulders droop. She looks sad for some reason, but she lets me go. When I reach the shrine, I find Lukako standing alone in the courtyard. She's dressed in regular clothes instead of her Miko garb. She still hasn't noticed me. Lukako stands still in the silent courtyard. The only movement comes from the trees swaying in the summer breeze. It is like a scene from a movie. I stop and watch in fascination. Finally, Lukako turns around. Oh, okay. I don't know how to feel about this. Our eyes meet. I awkwardly clear my throat and walk towards her. Lukako bows her head. You came. Thank you. We stare at each other in silence. Crap, this is awkward. I can't stand the silence, so I try to start the conversation. What did you tell Mayuri? Sorry, but Mayuri-chan is the only one I could talk to about this. I mean, how much did you tell her? I kept most of it as a secret, especially the stuff about her dying. That's a relief. Do you still think I'm joking? Lukako shakes her head. She believes me? You say you have something important to talk about? Yeah? What? Why'd you say yeah? I'm trying to be gentle, but for some reason I wind up talking like Faris. Great man, great. What the fuck? I really don't know how to deal with Lukako now that she's the girl. Well, true. It makes things harder. Lukako takes a deep breath, as if to prepare herself. Her face is turning red for some reason. She opens her mouth to speak, then closes it again. This continues for several cycles. Bruh. Just say, man. What's wrong with her? Her tension is getting to me. My heart starts pounding like an alarm bell. Yes? Want to ask? Yeah. Okabe-san, about what you said yesterday. Yeah. I believe you. That's great! So she's willing to go back to being a guy, even though I hurt her feelings. That's great. For her to believe me in spite of that makes me pretty happy. But something strange about Lukako. She still looks wound up pretty tight. In fact, it's gotten worse. Now she looks on the verge of tears. So, well, in exchange for becoming a guy again. In exchange, she wants something in return. I wasn't expecting this. For today and tomorrow, we can stop before Mayuri-chan is in danger. What is she talking about? Lukako, I like him a lot. Oh, you mean this is the part where it's the sad things are? Yeah, we are getting there. My throat goes dry. I'm so tense that I don't know why, and I don't know why. So, please be my... I couldn't hear you. One more time? Lukako's voice was even softer than ever. So soft that I couldn't hear her from here. Please be my boyfriend. No good, I still can't hear her. Speak up. Speak up, I'll do anything I can. Boy. What? Please be my boyfriend. What? Can't understand why he likes him. I guess Okabe has his charm. He groped her. I mean, oh, maybe she likes that. No. I think it doesn't matter like he groped her or not. Because she already liked him before that, so like, you know, all the groping is just like, you know, bonus to her because she already liked me, right? At least she said boyfriend, not husband. Cool. Well, boy, boyfriend. You realize Luca wanted to be a girl to date Okabe, and now she is a girl, she wants him for sure. Oh, wait, I thought it was for the confident thing. Wait a minute, that makes more sense. Huh. It takes me a while to process the word. Meanwhile, Lukako starts squirming and fidgeting. She refuses to look me in the eye. My heart is pounding. She said she wanna be more confident to date Okabe LML. Obviously, as a guy, Okabe won't want Luca. A bit bruh, to be honest. I don't know how to feel about this, man. I mean, you know, it's not always two-way, you know. Yeah, my character obviously doesn't like anyone. What's going on? What did she say to me? Boyfriend? Boyfriend. She wants me to be her boyfriend until tomorrow? What? What? Ooh, why? The confidence is not her body, it's her confessing him. Yeah. Without thinking, I asked the worst possible question. Yeah. Lukako curls up even smaller. I like you. Her voice is so small as the buzzing of a mosquito, but it has all the courage she can muster. I feel my heart tighten at those words. I'm packing my old clothes to get a voucher from H&M. That's cool, but they're not open now, right? Oh. Silence. More silence. Wait a second. This is too sudden. I mean, maybe it's not sudden exactly. I've known about Lukako's feelings ever since yesterday, when Kuritsu told me about the romance flag. But still, I didn't think it would come to this. My mind goes blank. I can't think straight. Be right back, well, okay. Lukako hangs her head, waiting for my answer. She looks so cute and innocent, I feel myself drawn to... No! No! That's wrong. That's just wrong. I'm not attracted to Lukako. Let me think about it. Give me no, 5 minutes. I turn and flee like a scared rabbit. I'm so embarrassed, I can't look back. 10 minutes later, I get back to the lab. Mari is eating a red bean bun. Oh, Karin! How did it go? Did you apologize to Luka-chan? Yeah. So put the juicy chicken #1 in the microwave and nuke it so that the D-mails basically ABC and... The microwave was developed by the Knight of Rogesian Order who used alchemy, meaning that the sound of the chime is the brainwashing device, while the chime itself actually doesn't have any meaning at all. Wow! Okarin's broken! I mutter incoherently as I set up the time leap machine. What are you doing? Making a tactical retreat. Retreat? How far do I go? As far as I can. Yeah, that's it. Far away from here. I jump all the way back to August 11th, the limit of the time machine's range. Bruh. Bruh. Poor guy. When I'm done, Koitsu is standing before me, fiddling with the phone wave, name subject to change wiring. Stop staring, you're distracting me. How many times do I have to tell you? She's still working on a timely machine upgrade. I know I shouldn't interrupt her, but there's nobody else I can rely on. Genius neuroscientist, I need to talk to you. Make it short. I want you to come with me to Yellow Shrine. Tell me why. If it's a date or something, then I refuse. The whole Inkoma does not go on dates, much less with his assistant. Ridiculous. She's glaring like she's going to kill me. Let's leave the jokes aside for now. So I need you to explain the differences between the male brain and the female brain. What? I briefly explained my situation and what happened with Lukako before I leave. How many times have I explained to this to Kuritsu now? Okabe-san and Makise-san, did you come to pray? Not exactly. Actually, we have something to talk to you about, Urushibara-san. This is the strategy I thought up. I go, fuck, I pressed on. Yeah, fuck. Okay, wait. This is the strategy I thought up. Its name is Operation Christina. Lukako reacts differently to me. I really know she will have a breakdown if I tell her she's a guy. But she's not too familiar with Kuritsu, and they are both girls, so it should be easier if Kuritsu tells her. That's why I forced, persuaded Kuritsu to handle it. So I wait behind Kuritsu and watch silently. When might that be? Lukako is shy. He was distant with me back when we first met. And I can see she's made a small wall between herself and Kuritsu now too. On the other hand, Kuritsu is very calm, truly reliable. Kuritsu puts on a gentle smile and begins her explanation. Did you know? Male and female brains are very different. What? Hey, male brains are right dominant. Female brains are left dominant. Yeah. By the way, the right brain handles image processing, spatial processing, and comprehensive judgment. The left brain handles things like language and calculation. Yeah. The right and left brains are connected by the corpus callosum, which is more developed in females. You know how people say that girls are better at multitasking? That can be explained by the development of the corpus callosum. What the hell is she talking about? Well, actually, these theories are kind of fringe. They're not really that credible. So if you don't mind, I'd like to do an experiment. An experiment? I want to try mapping your brain patterns to see if they are more female or male. What's a mapping? Lukako is clearly frightened. brainwave mapping. We just take a sample of your brainwaves. Anyway, you understand it if you try it, okay? Okay? It won't hurt a bit. GGG. I don't know what the fuck is she doing, man. She's just the same as Okabe, man. No, thanks. You'll be okay. I promise it won't hurt a bit. Just come to the lab and we'll... Why is Koitsu here? What kind of old perverted man are you? I lightly chopped Koitsu on the head. What? Koitsu is helping me to convince her. Wait, don't you want me? What did we come here for? What are you going to do if you scare Lukaku away? I'm just treating her like a valuable test sub. Go back to the lab, you experiment-loving girl. Yes, okay. So that's the thanks I get for going out of my way to help you. I'm gone. You're on your own now. Bruh. Great. Fucking hell. Why did you knock her off though? Koizu leaves the shrine with squared shoulders, muttering darkly to herself. Poor girl. What was Makise-san talking about? Well, basically... Do I have to explain it myself after all? You are actually a guy. And the result is the same, of course. Great. I hear the twittering of the small birds outside of the window. It is morning now. It is nice and cool early in the morning. Even though it's in the middle of summer, too bad the cicadas are already chirping. Sun is not too strong yet. This is the second time I've woken up like this, though the day was different the first time. In any case, my mental state is exactly the same as back then. Through the front door, I hear someone stomping up the stairs. I jump up thinking it's Moika, but then I realize who it is. Okarin! Huh, there you are! Mayuri enters and greets me with a disapproving pout. Originally, Mayuri was supposed to stay over the lab, but last night she got a call from someone and left in a hurry. She probably went to see Lukaku. Mayushi, very disappointed in you. Mayuri puffs out her cheeks and thrusts a finger at me. Of course, I sighed in frustration. Before I time leaped, this happened on the 14th. Today is the 12th. Since I explained the situation to Lukaku early, it looks like Mayuri's protest came early too. You made Luka-chan cry, didn't you? Luka-chan told me. She said you said she was a guy. Why would you say such a mean thing, Okarin? I'm going to see her now, so don't worry. Really? Thank goodness. If you aren't going to apologize, then Mayushi was never going to talk to you again. That mail should come any minute now. Well, yeah, it happened. It actually came. If I go to Lolosh right now, Lukaku will confess her love and ask me to be her boyfriend. Please be my boyfriend. But this time I thought ahead. Christina! I start yelling at the development room and begin to hear the sounds of someone moving inside. Is Christian sleeping? She worked all night, so you shouldn't wake her up. I know, but I have to do this. Christina! Please wake up! Ayaw, shut up. Koiso comes out of the development room with sleepy eyes. Kiss-chan! Last night she fell asleep at the desk. The sleeves of her clothes left a mark on her cheek. Her hair's frayed. Her eyes are red. She rubs those red eyes. Oh, what is it? I'm going to Yellow Shrine. Come with me. It's time for Operation Christina 2. Bruh. Until the 15th, we can stop before Mayuri-chan is in danger. So, please be my... Please be my boyfriend. Please be my boyfriend. Same as before. Only this time I have to be her boyfriend for 4 days instead of just 2. Great. Great, now you have just killed yourself, you know. It should have been less, you know. I guess you could say it is a bold proposal. Fortunately, I came prepared. It is time to set Operation Christina 2 in motion. Last time, things got complicated when I added that experiment-loving girl to the conversation. This time, I had her watch things from the shadows near the staircase. Excuse me, I need a moment. I turn my back to Lukaku and call Kuritsu. So, you filthy normal? People who find happiness and fulfillment in real world, normies. Normal markers of normalcy included having a girlfriend or / boyfriend, participating in a club and / or school activities, going to parties regularly, vacationing overseas, and displaying a lack of interest in 2D anime entertainment. Nice. Sup, you filthy normies. Coming from Kuritsu. Who's a normie? Think about how I feel for once. Did you hear what Lukaku said just now? No, fill me in. You weren't listening? How am I supposed to listen from all the way from over there? She confessed. Until the 15th. Then back to manhood. Roger. And? Why are you asking me? This Grand Urushibara sounds rich. But it's Lukaku. What's wrong with her? I mean, look how cute she is. But she's a... Her being a guy might just be your imagination. From my perspective, she's always been a girl. Just give up. Bye bye. Wait. She hung up. Damn. Why did I even bring her along? What a useless assistant. I stuffed my phone into my pocket and head back to Lukaku. Were you on the phone with Makise-san? Huh? Oh, yeah. You look like you were having fun. Nonsense. Is this pressure? Is she applying psychological pressure? So... Lukaku fidgets restlessly. Your answer... Please be my boyfriend. A 4-day trial relationship. Will those 4 days feel long or short? I mean, sure, Lukako is cute. She's very slender and delicate, especially around the waist, and her skin is as white as alabaster. I don't know what alabaster means. Even when Lukako was a guy, I occasionally found myself mesmerized by his girlish demeanor. Biologically, the current Lukako is a girl, so even if we do stuff, there shouldn't be a problem. But still, I'm on a mission to change Lukako back into a guy. I need to accomplish that mission to save Mayuri. If I go out with the girl Lukako and fall in love with her, then I'll be able to treat guy. Then will I be able to treat guy Lukako like I used to? If I forget he's a guy and lose my self-control, it could result in complications. Going out with the current Lukako isn't a problem. I mean, I still have my reservations, but cuteness is just this, right? The real source of my hesitation is the thought of what happens afterwards. The problem isn't Lukako, but my own heart. This is the problem with everyone too, man. I mean, like, to them, there's no fucking difference. But the problem is, I'm the only one who knows what happened, you know? Besides, I'm supposed to be saving Mayuri, not going out on dates. But on the other hand, Lukako's cooperation is essential to save Mayuri. I won't get anywhere if I reject Lukako and make her cry. For the sake of my goal, I must overcome the problems of my heart. I'll do it. I'll take Lukako's deal. But if we are going to do this, I tell myself, there's one rule you must follow. You must not fall in love with Lukako. Even if it means trampling on her heart, you must not fall in love. Well, you better not, Okabe. Fall in love, and you could end up walking the forbidden path. Lukako is a guy. A guy! And don't you forget it. Just don't forget. GG, I know that. Very well. I'll go out with you, but only until the 15th. Tears immediately fall from Lukako's eyes. What are you crying? I'm happy. I was sure that you'd say no. Well, will you give me the number if I say no? Probably won't, right? Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Her face is red, and her eyes are wet with tears. Yet she's really happy. Seeing her like this, all shy and embarrassed, but happy at the same time, makes me feel... Don't feel, man. Don't feel. Don't feel, man. Don't fucking feel. She's too cute. I mustn't fall in love, but I am about to. Why does every single one of her actions have to be so cute? She must be doing it on purpose. There's no other way. Lukako's cuteness is a terror of the universe. Okabe-san? What? Lukako wipes her tears away. Tomorrow... That? What does she mean by that? Please take me on A date? GG poor Okabe. I know, right? What did you say? A date? True, when a couple goes somewhere together, that's called a date. It would really be a dick move if I refused to go on a date right after we started going out. Okay, but where? Eh? Doesn't look like she's got a place in mind. I want to go where you want to go, Okabe-san. I want to know all about the places you frequent, Okabe-san. So in other words, she wants me to decide for her? It's really unfair to be so cute. People will forgive you for anything you say. I scratched my head in thought. Then I'll come up with something by tomorrow. For now, I just want to get out of this sickening sweet atmosphere that is brewing. We arranged to meet tomorrow morning. Then I quickly leave the shrine behind. I breathe a sigh of relief at the sparsity of pedestrians on Mansei-bashi's bridge. Well, Guizu is walking behind me. She was completely useless. You agreed to go out with her? Well, I kinda guessed from Urushibara-san's reaction. Do you ever feel like this about your GF? Feel like what? Doesn't feel very human? What do you mean? My GF doesn't feel very human? I'm pretty sure she's quite human. It would be quite sad if she's not. I mean, it would be quite weird if she's not. Wait! You saw that? You told me to watch, didn't you? So much love, I mean. What do you mean so much love? I don't quite get it. Like, her love towards me or my love towards her? Her love towards me... What? I don't quite get it. What love? I don't get it. Like, you mean the atmosphere or what? I don't quite get it. Oh yeah. I was expecting her to give me advice. Guess I should have known better. We are going on a date tomorrow. Yeah. Okabe is so mesmerized by Luca. Is what I mean. Oh. But Okabe is not that mesmerized. It's like, it's mainly for the joke, you know. Like, I mean, it's not like, you know, like biological reaction, you know. But I'm so mesmerized by my GF for sure. So like, you know, like I don't think it's even comparable in this instance. Guizu makes a small nasal sound. She hasn't been making eye contact. Our mad scientist is dating a high school girl. That's not insane at all. Damn you, Guizu. Must you always be so cynical? Let's just ignore her and get back to the lab. That's cute. Cool. But just as I quicken my pace, she grabs my shoulder and pulls me back. I almost fall down backwards. Whoa, what was that for? Sorry, I didn't mean to be so snippy. I'm just a little irritated. Why, Guizu? Guizu didn't tell me what she's irritated about. Why indeed, Guizu? Why don't you tell us? Instead, she starts rubbing her temples. You made this choice to save Mayuri, so I'll change my way of thinking too. Anyway, do you have any plans for your date tomorrow? date plans. I told Lukaku I'd come up with something by tomorrow. So far I've made no progress. I can't help but feel uneasy about the whole thing, even though I'm doing it to save Mayuri. Well, do you? Did this call for Hoin Kyoma? Oh, I've only one thing to say, assistant mine. I am the great Hoin Kyoma, a mad scientist with an IQ rivaling that of Isaac Newton himself. And naturally, as a mad scientist, I have no interest in this thing mortals call love. My incredible brain is devoted to the destruction of the system that controls the world, and the birth of a new age of chaos. Yeah, obviously a virgin! Thank you very... Huh? Pretend you didn't just hear that. What? Why? What's wrong with that? Obviously a virgin. You're obviously a virgin, thank you very... What? No, nothing wrong with that. Damn you! Assistant! How dare you point out the truth so bluntly! I won't forget this insult! Sorry. and what about you? Your experience must be vast, indeed, if you think you can lecture me about it. I don't miss Christina's grimace. That's why she said thank you. That's what I thought. You spent all your time on research, and you've got zero experience, don't you? You must have been awfully lonely in America, huh? Shut up! What's wrong with being a virgin? The genius girl who cried virgin at the center of Akiba. I wouldn't be surprised to see it plastered across the blogosphere. Thankfully, it is early morning, but there are still a few pedestrians grinning at Kuritsu. Let's get out of here! That's why she said thank you. What do you mean? I don't quite get it. Koizu starts to hurry away. Nice, that was fun. What's important for a first date is to make a good impression. An unclean appearance is out of the question. A haircut is especially important. Long hair looks dirty, so it is no good. For clothes, you should wear something exactly the right size. Though it may be trendy, especially in Akiba, for young men to wear baggy clothes, it looks sloppy. So it's no good. So it's not good. Oh. What? I didn't get your message? Oh, okay. Wait. Apparently I didn't then. Let me take a look. Cause Kurisu wanna fuck Okabe. She doesn't want to fuck anyone else. I told you. That's why she said thank you. Cause she wanna fuck him. Cool. I guess it's because of the fuck. So like YouTube just kinda ignore it or something. I see it now though. Cool. Well, she does. It's quite obvious. Anyway, oh yeah, she's teaching me all this this stuff to make a good impression. I don't need to make a good impression, right? I already got the good impression, but in any case, I don't even need the good impression, right? I just need the fucking number. Why exactly am I in the maid cafe, getting date advice from my younger assistant who is also a girl? Oh, come on YouTube, I know right. On the first date, conversation tends to break due to mutual nervousness. What's important is to play conversation catch. One-sided conversations aren't fun for the other side. Girls especially like to talk, so the guys should try to keep the conversation going. Not just by listening. Throwing in appropriate responses is also necessary. Responsiveness gives the girl the impression that you are really listening to her. Basically, you need to be the opposite of yourself. Anyway, focus on acting normal for now. No more of that idiotic laughter. You're too heavy-handed with girls. You talk too pompously, you fire off nonsensical delusions. But I think she liked Hoin Kyoma, right? She didn't really like Okabe. I mean Lukako. Because in front of her I always act like Hoin Kyoma. Like with all this nonsense and stuff. Unless you see through it, you know, but like, you know, that's all she see. So she's probably not in love with Okabe, you know. So the Hoin Koma stuff might work. Hey, you're just reading out of a dating menu. So you've got no right to look down on me, you American virgin. Since neither of us knows anything about romance, we are studying out of a dating menu we bought on the way here. Who are you calling an American virgin? Who else but you? Yeah, sure thing, virgin. There's a saying, a fortress is judged by how many attacks it repulses. A soldier is judged by how many fortresses he takes. There's not a saying. Don't look so proud of yourself. You're right. This is a dumb argument. Anyway, this dating manual actually says some pretty interesting things. Grizzle flips through the menu on top of the table. Like, when walking down the street, be sure to put yourself between your date and the road. Or whatever you do, don't make the girl pay for anything. Okay. For your date tomorrow, make sure you follow all these rules. I wonder if I can really be that careful. And after that, there is carry a clean handkerchief. Spray it out when the girl goes to sit on a park bench. I'm not her butler. But that's what the book says. When it's time to eat, avoid fast food of all kinds. Family restaurants are the borderline acceptable. Anything else depends on your budget. Family restaurants are borderline. Where are the family restaurants in Akiba? Arrive at the meeting place at least 15 minutes early. Tardiness is unacceptable. 15 minutes early. Then you just need to decide where to take her. Movies, art gallery, strolling through town, and food are all safe. I see. It's easier than I thought. I was under the impression that a first date required to going into a beautiful beach resort, exchanging your first kiss, bathed in the light of the setting sun, and stuff like that. That's really romantic. Wait, I mean, that's virgin imagination at full throttle. You've read too much manga, but you like it, right? Yeah, great minds alike, huh? You too. Besides, your date's a minor, so don't even think about bringing her to a hotel, okay? What do you take me for? That way lie forbidden lust. Not to mention Lukako is such an innocent girl. If I brought her to a hotel, she'd probably faint from shock. That's why what? I'm Kuritsu. I know. That's just about covers it. Well, was my lecture helpful? You mean the manual's lecture? Anyway, strolling around town counts as a day, right? If in that case, I don't have to waste money. Mayuri, I'm fine. Mayuri's been happy lately. Oh, I guess there's one thing I am a little sad about. But if you add everything up, I'm 120% satisfied with my life. What? What? Did you reply me? Oh, no, she just say I'm fine. You're not fine, Mayuri. Lukaku told you that we are dating now, right? You're not fine, Mayuri. You're not fine at all. I mean, you're definitely not fine seeing how you will die soon. In that case, I don't have to waste money. Saying, Nya, Kyoma, are you going on a date? Nya. Faris comes to our table carrying drinks. Another worthy opponent. Thanks for waiting. I'll prepare your iced coffee, Nya. As usual, she pours in the milk and syrup right in front of me. Kuritsu watches this with great interest. I guess this is her first time at a maid cafe. Is Mayushi the lucky girl? Nya. Faris winks at me playfully while stirring Kuritsu's iced coffee. Why would you think that? Nya? Not her? Nya. Damn. Faris looks at Kuritsu. Is it her, Nya? What? No, she's my assistant. Sad. Kuritsu and I exchange glares sharper than a sword's blade. I swear sparks are flying. Then some other girl, Nya. Kyoma, you tomcat. You're making moves on too many girls, Nya. I know that. So you're making moves on too many girls, huh? What nonsense. Well, I guess I did hug Faris. Exactly. But that was on the 14th. So when I time leap to the 12th, it was undone. I shake off a pang of loneliness and return to the conversation. The next day finds me strolling around Akiba with Lukaku. So, where to next? Event number 1. Lunch at a family restaurant is already complete. I took care of the bill, and now we are back out in the heat. I've got the entire day planned out in my head. The next event is... How about we take a walk around town? Okay. It's Auburn holiday, so Akiba is crowded. To avoid the crowds, we end up walking through the back streets. My plan is to walk with Lukaku all the way to Ueno and back. That should be enough, right? Bruh. I walk quickly. This conversation thing isn't going so well. Fucking great. I tried to follow the guide's advice and be a good listener, but Lukaku is silent by nature. She doesn't really start talking on her own. Oh, Luka doesn't like this. I don't know. She seemed okay with it. Even at the family restaurant, the words we exchanged were mostly just things like, it's crowded today, it's delicious, and it was delicious. Bruh. I understand how that feels. I mean, I'm the people who would do that. And shout out to my girlfriend for enduring is that the right word? For putting up with it, yeah. And I think it was a mistake to just wander around, especially since we've ended up in a residential area with no interesting scenery whatsoever. Okabe-san. Lukaku speaks up. She's a few steps behind me. Yeah? I stop and turn around. Lukaku catches up and we start walking together again. Do you remember about the first time you and I met? Bro, all boyfriends don't talk somehow. I don't know. My friend seems quite talkative with his girl, but yeah, I guess a lot of the guys are less talkative.
Oh.
Yeah. Of course, what I actually remember is how I met the male Lukaku. It was during the Golden Week in May. I was searching Akiba for materials to build a new future gadget when I saw Lukaku in his Miko garb, surrounded by some cameramen. Please stop. I can't. Please, let me just take one photo. That cosplay is super moe. I never seen such a cute Miko cosplayer before. This isn't a cosplay. If you could make cute clothes, I'd be super happy. Do that thing, you know, that thing Megumi-tan does in Nico Miko Overdrive. Yeah, that would be awesome. You know Megumi-tan, right? Can you do it for us? I don't know. Sorry. What's wrong? If you come to Akiba in cosplay, it means you want people to take your picture, right? That's right. Or are you rejecting us because we are losers? No, it's just this isn't cosplay. To be honest, the Miko garb fascinated me because Miko are sacred, chosen to serve the gods. I know college girls are doing it for the money these days, but as far as I'm concerned, that's sacrilege. As is demanding to photograph a sacred Miko, I couldn't let this pass. You with the cameras. Eh? Who are you? Who am I? I am the great Hoin Kyoma, bearer of the mightiest brain since Einstein himself, the insane mad scientist who will bring chaos to the world. What's with this guy? He's nuts. Stop right there. This Miko clearly does not want your attention. Get out of here, Chunibyo. You're trying to be cool and save a girl for smacks in return? You're just another pervert. Look in the mirror when you say that. You're the ones harassing this frail girl, forcing her to take perverted pictures. Have you no otaku pride? Oh, fuck. Right. A cameraman who frightens a sacred Miko is no cameraman at all. He's nothing but a low-life scum, unfit to walk the holy streets of Akiba. What? Everyone's aiming for low-angle shots of cute 3D girls. Amateur cosplayers should take what they get. When you cosplay in Akiba, you're asking to get photographed. That's how it works. This is why Luca likes him. I think so, yeah. No, I'm a guy. Instantly our jaws dropped to the ground. So, there is no point in photographing me. Lukaku murmured sadly. Really? No way! Someone this cute can't be a guy! I'm a guy. I even have an Adam's apple. Lukaku lifted his chin a bit, exposing his pale neck. That gesture was really sexy, but there was indeed a lump on his neck. Then you've got one down there too? Lukaku nodded reluctantly. He was already crying by that point. So were the cameraman. Nice. What the hell? This is fraud! What kind of guy wears Mikol robes? You some kind of pervert? Thank God I didn't take a picture. I feel tricked. They left the place, mumbling complaints all the while. Those bastards were a disgrace to otaku everywhere. Taru would have said something like, "Someone this cute can't be a girl? So you're a trap? Awesome!" Taru is the true otaku. Thank you very much. No, it's okay. It's nothing. But you are disappointed that you saved a guy, aren't you? I'm sorry. I can't live up to your expectations. What's your name? Urushihara Luka. Why are you apologizing? I mean, I look like this, but I'm a guy. It matters not. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. We need to work on that inferiority complex of yours. I mean, this is obviously why. Like, why Loka would like him at all. I mean, you imagine like her whole life, she lives like that. And then this guy come along and like brings courage to her heart, his or whatever. You know, how can she not? He not fall for him, right? Yeah? Come with me. I shall bestow upon you a mighty gift, an item that will give you courage. I'm sure you, too, have noticed the true power that sleeps inside of you. What's wrong? You desire power, don't you? Power? Indeed, I can grant you power. All you need is the will, the desire, the hunger. Never again will you fear a camera lens. Well, after that, you went to Blade Works and you bought me Samidare. I didn't expect that. Well, it's his Chunibyo shit got him into the trouble. I didn't expect he'd actually come with me. But when he did, I realized that he had potential. That's why I bought him the 900 yen, tax included by the way, demon sword. Afterwards, Lukaku and I went through intense training to develop the Seishin Zanma school of swordsmanship. In retrospect, I can't believe I said all that ridiculous stuff. It makes me want to crawl in a hole and hide. Now you know, man. Now you fucking know. I was really surprised when you said it didn't matter, but at the same time, it really made me happy. Wait, but you shouldn't have that problem, right? Oh, it didn't matter if I save her and not expect anything. Oh yeah. It's strange, huh? Those words really moved me. Lukako's cheeks then turned rosy pink. Her blush is too powerful. I have to look away. Ever since you said those words, I've liked you. Yeah. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a goddamn second. Is she saying what I think she's saying? But that Lukaku was a guy. Does that mean I made a guy Lukaku fall in love with me? My mind goes blank. Oh god. Well, yeah. How did you not expect that? By the time I dropped her off back at the shrine, I'm worn out physically and mentally. We ended up walking for 4 hours straight, which was tiring, but my mental exhaustion is greater. In the end, we didn't talk much, we just walked. Today was really fun. Really? She's just saying that out of consideration. I can tell that she's forcing her smile. All through the date, I couldn't stop thinking about the time Lukaku fell in love with me, so I barely made conversation at all. That manual was completely useless. Nice. On this world line, Lukaku was a girl from the beginning, so Lukaku's memories when we first met might be inconsistent with mine. But even with that in consideration, Lukaku's story is still fell out of place. So, Lukaku fidgets as she whispers. What was it? Well, tomorrow. Eh? She wants to go on a date again tomorrow? I mean, we are a couple and we are going out, and that means we like each other, and it's summer break right now, so it's natural to go on a date every day. I want to be with Okabe-san again tomorrow. Thanks. Is that okay? Oh, of course it is. Yes, of course. Thank goodness. Lukaku smiles again. She looks so happy and relieved. Seeing her like this makes incomprehensible feelings well up inside me. Well, see you tomorrow. I feel a huge weight on my shoulders. Another day tomorrow. Welcome back, Karin. Oh my god, look at Daru's face. Die, you filthy normie. When I return to the lab, I am greeted by Mayuri's smile and Daru's pure hatred. Since when does a Chunibyo patient like you raid a girlfriend? It's not right, man! Handroid date with Luka-chan, go! Well, stage clear. Somehow. Probably. Probably not actually. Komima's the day after tomorrow, you know? What if you and Luka-chan go as cosplay couple? Maybe you can persuade her to go, now that you are her boyfriend. She never says yes to me, and I've asked her so many times too. But if Okarin asks her, then I'm sure she'll say okay. I refuse. Hey, why? Because Komima is on the 15th. Nari is fated to die that night. How am I supposed to spend the hours before death cosplaying at Komima? To be honest, I don't get this dating thing. Gay. Okarin, you idiot. Those words are an insult to virgins the world over. Apologize. Apologize to the virgins. Just think about it. All you do is walk, eat, and go home. And the whole time, you have to worry about what your partner is thinking. What's fun about that? Don't say that, Okarin. You make Luka-chan sad. Mari's expression is uncharacteristically serious. You know, just being with the person she likes is enough to make a girl happy. That's all she really needs. Doesn't being together make boys happy too? If not, that makes Mayushi sad. Why would that make Mayuri sad? Okarin is the minority. I mean, dates are great opportunity for H scenes. You're an idiot. Come on, holding hands and stuff. Pretty H, isn't it? And when your arm in arm and her boobs hits your elbow, that's like super mega H. But Luka doesn't have boobs, man. You have bigger boobs than her. And then, at the end of the date, you kiss, right? Damn you! Death to the normies! You play too much eroge. Hey, when did Luka-chan fall for Okarin? When, well... I was really surprised when you said that it didn't matter, but at the same time, it really made me happy. Ever since you said those words, I've liked you. I think back on what she said. Something still feels off about her story. I said that Luka's gender didn't matter. I remember that clearly. But didn't I say that because Lukako was a guy? Right. That doesn't make sense. Now I know what feels out of place. I wouldn't have said that to a female Lukako. So why does this Lukako remember what I said back then? I know, right? That's what I meant too. I recall what happened with Faris. Oh, he remembered. I remember, yeah. The wish Faris made was to save Papa, who died 10 years ago, yeah. Faris regained her memories from before she sent the email. Could Lukako too have remembered the previous world line where she was a guy? That will explain everything. However, she remembers that event, and she said she liked me for it, so... Did Lukako like me even when he was a guy? When she was a guy? I think I need to check this out. How are you going to check it out? Oh, I'm interested. This is some good plot. Finally some plot to this shit. I've been quite bored this whole time, to be honest. The next morning, I head to the shrine to meet with Lukako. She's already waiting in the courtyard. When she sees me, she smiles and waves her hand. Too cute, must resist. Good morning. Morning. Where are we going today? Before that. Yes. I make up my mind and throw out the question. Do you have any memories of when you were a guy? Lukako twitches for a moment, and then she hangs her head. No, I don't. Really? Lukako just nods stiffly. I consider a more forceful approach, but the words of that dating manual blaze inside my head. Whatever you do, don't make the girl sad. You might get dumped. If I get dumped, then what will happen to our 4-day agreement? Lukako might refuse to turn back into a guy. No, Lukako is not like that. Mari's life hangs in the balance, so I'm sure no matter what I said, she will turn back. Or is it naive of me to think like that? Either way, even though I'm doing this to save Mari, I just can't trample on Lukako's pure maidenly heart. Neither one of us speaks. Mutual distrust, suspicion, discomfort. One word could shatter our temporary relationship. Luka is the first to break the suffocating silence. I'm sorry. Let's cancel today's date. Oh, okay. What happened? Lukako bows her head and goes back into the shrine office. I hurt her. I feel guilty, but at the same time relieved. I hate myself for it. Instead of returning to the lab, I stand on the bridge in front of the station and gaze blankly at the stream of people. Faris might be visiting the lab. Faris was at the lab on this day when I first came to this world line. My actions shouldn't have influenced Mayuri's, so she should have called Faris over to show her the costumes. Right now, I don't want to see anybody. I need to think. But try as I might, no ideas come, no solutions. Lukako agreed to go back to being a guy if I went out with her for a time. I've stayed faithful to that, so... Faithful? How? I just made a huge mistake back there. I've done nothing but to make Lukako sad. Tomorrow is the 15th. The day Komima opens. The day Mayuri dies. At the very least, I need to make our relationship last until that evening. Tomorrow is the end. But I am not confident I can show Lukako a fun time. Alright, instead of fussing over a date, I'll try something that won't make Lukako sad. Just go to the cosplay with her, I guess. The next morning, after Mayuri and Daru have left for Ariake, I head to the shrine to pick up Lukako. We hop the train at Akiba station. When she looks askance at me, I tell her we are going to see Mayuri. Today, it won't be just the two of us. I don't know what to say when we are alone. I'm afraid I will just hurt her again. It is time to try something different. When we get off the train at Tokyo Big Sight, Lukako stares in wonder at the scene spread before her. People, people, people. People as far as the eyes can see. Welcome to Komima, the Otaku Festival. It is the first day, so Big Sight's more crowded than usual. This is my plan, to take Lukako to Komima. I'm not making her cosplay, of course. Lukako wouldn't even do it at Mayuri's request. And I don't want to force her to do anything she doesn't want to do. We are just here to look and have fun. The first order of business is to hook up with Mayuri and Daru. Those two live and breathe Komima, so I'm sure they will have a lot to talk about. Conversation will flow, and I'll be off the hook. How wonderful to have friends that you can count on. Nice. Of course, bringing a date to Komima is a surefire way to earn myself the hatred of otaku everywhere. But no matter, I'll endure their contempt if that's what it takes to make Lukako happy. So resolved, I strike out through the crowd towards our designated rendezvous point. Lukako, clearly overwhelmed by the sheer number of people, struggles to follow behind. Tuturu, Okalin, Luka-chan. Near the edge of the parking lot, I see the petite Mayuri wave her hands high. There aren't as many people here. Welcome to Komima, Luka-chan. Yeah, it's my first time coming here, but it's amazing. Take it easy. Where's Daru? Daru is in line for promo goods. He couldn't come. He said maybe he'll join us later, if he survives the battle. Damn, that means he won't join up with us for at least another hour. Couldn't he forgo the battle just this once? Lukako's eyes start from place to place. She's clearly uncomfortable in the chaotic atmosphere. There's still some awkwardness between us after what happened yesterday. Even on the train ride, we barely spoke to each other. What's the point in being a couple if it turns out like this? I know, right? It was easier to talk when we weren't supposed to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Lukako seemed enjoying herself more too. Was it a mistake to bring her to Komima? Well, Lukako didn't refuse. Even when I told her we were going to Komima, she just nodded obediently. Mayushi will show you around, okay? There's a lot of people, so we gotta be careful. First, we'll go into the cosplay area, then we'll go inside. Mayuri is more cheerful than usual. She must be happy to have us here. Hey, is there anything you guys wanna see? Lukako, is there anything you want to see? No. Lukako shakes her head. It's my first time, so if Okabe-san wants to see something, I'll go see it. I'm not particularly interested in anything. Lukako looks unhappy. Crap, I shouldn't have answered like that. Hey, Luka-chan, if you come to the cosplay area, I'm sure you'll change your mind about cosplaying. Mayuri talks happily to Lukako. I'm glad I chose to rely on these tits who can't read the mood. It's not embarrassing at all, see? Because everyone's having fun. Kaede-chan and Fubuki-chan are there wearing Mayushi's costumes. I'll introduce you, okay? You should come tomorrow too. I'll bring costumes for you and we can cosplay together. I think Okarin would be perfect as Zero-san from Code Geass. Code Geass, right? I forgot the name. You cosplay if Okarin does it with you, right? Luka-chan? You will, won't you? Mayoshi thinks it's a great idea. Not a chance. So sorry. No way. Mari slumps her shoulders in disappointment. In the end, Lukaku and I got fed up with the amount of people and left Ariake earlier. Oh god, Okabe being dragged in. No, we took the direct shuttle bus to Akiba that only runs during Komima. But it was so cramped inside, I thought I was going to die. By the time we get back to Akiba, Lukaku and I are exhausted. My feet feel like blocks of lead. What? And I don't have the energy to even attempt conversation. The two of us slip back to the shrine without speaking a word, like Spanish monks under a vow of silence. Lukaku doesn't raise a single complaint, but taking her to Komima was obviously a mistake. Lukaku's expression has been stiff ever since we met up with Mayuri. Maybe she's still traumatized by otaku. The first time I met Lukaku, he was being harassed by otaku. Maybe they left a bad impression. We don't talk. We spend most of the day shoulder to shoulder with strangers. I can barely count my fingers on the words I said directly to Lukaku today. When we arrive at the shrine, our time as couple will end. So this is our last chance to talk as boyfriend and girlfriend. But I am confused. What should I talk about? I tried thinking about things we have in common. The demon sword, Samidare. The Seishin Zanma school of swordsmanship. But Kuritsu said to avoid Chunibyo topics, and a dating manual concurred. What else is there? It finally dawns on me. There's nothing else Lukaku and I share. Silence dominates the shrine. The silence should be calming, but it's not. I've safely escorted Lukaku home. Mayuri's death is just 3 hours away. The temporary relationship between me and Lukaku ends here. Now I just need Lukaku to give me her mother's pager number. However, is it really okay to let it end like this? In the end, what have I done for Lukaku? I haven't done squat, have I? All I've done is hurt her. Suddenly Lukaku starts sobbing. She covers her mouth with both hands, but can't stop the tears pouring out of from her eyes. Lukaku. When I approach her, Lukaku pulls back. Lukaku wipes the corners of her eyes, but the tears keep flowing, forming a glistering line down each cheek. I'm speechless. I have no idea what to do. A girl is crying before my eyes, and it's my duty as a man to comfort her. I know that, yet no word comes. I just stand there like a useless statue. The cause of Lukako's tears is undoubtedly me. I didn't treat her right as my girlfriend, even if it was only a temporary arrangement. And now it ends with me watching as Lukako cries. Lukako. I'm the one who did this to her. I'm the cause of her grief. And yet, thank you very much. She thanks me and bows her head. Yeah. She lifts her head and smiles shyly through her tears. I was really happy, Steve, that we could be together. That's a lie. I'm glad I fell in love with you. That has to be a lie. To my surprise, Lukako takes my hand in hers. Her hand is very warm and delicate. This is the first time I've touched her since we became a couple, and it will be the last. Lukako places a note in my hand, and then she pulls away. She bows her head again. Bye now. Lukako turns her back to me, then disappears into the shrine office. I look at the note. There's a number written there. Probably her mother's pager number. She kept her promise, but I didn't keep mine. I can't let it end like this. What are you going to do? I run full speed back to the lab, ignoring Kuritsu's calls to stop. I slide on the headgear and leap to the past. Really? Man, you got the number, man. I think it's fine, right? She won't remember. I regain consciousness in front of Akihabara Station. Lukako is next to me. We are about to board the train for Komima. Lukako looks a little anxious, but she doesn't raise a single complaint. The shuttle bus pulls up. The huge line of people begins to move. We can't go to Komima like this. Shaking off my time leap induced vertigo, I take Lukako by the hand. Come on! Once we get out of the line, I let go of Lukako's hand and start walking. Oh, Okabe-san? The bus is here. We are not going to Komima. Eh? This time, we are doing things my way. Okabe-san, where are we going? Okabe-san? I keep walking with Lukako's hand in mine, ignoring everything else. Lukako looks bewildered at first, but eventually she says no more, and just starts following me with a sad expression. We arrive at Lolo Shrine, a place devoid of visitors, where an aura of peace and dignity dominates, where the cries of cicadas resound. Lukako's home. Finally, I turn to face Lukako. Instead of letting go, I grabbed her warm hand even tighter than before. Perhaps it is the heart that hit, or perhaps it is our nervousness, but our hands are damp with sweat. But still, I don't let go. Lukako is hanging her head. She might cry at any moment. This means our relationship is over, doesn't it? Her lips tremble, her voice trembles. I summon my resolve to answer her with a laugh. What are you talking about? Huh? Our couple phrase isn't over yet. I strike a pose and mimic a line from a popular card battling anime, Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? Until I witnessed Mayuri's death, it was how I acted all the time. Yeah, Hoin Kyoma, she likes Hoin Kyoma, that's what I'm telling you. She doesn't like Okabe. Now it takes some effort, but I still have it in me. But weren't you listening? This time, we're doing things my way. Wait, what the hell was that? What was that sound? Not sure what was that sound. Did something happen? Now, my disciple, bring forth the demon sword, Samidare. The wind blows. The tree growing over the main building rustles its leaves in response. Lukako looks at me blankly. Tears form in the corners of her eyes. What? Oh fuck, press wrong. Fuck. Wait a minute. What? Isn't it obvious? It is time to continue your training in Seishin Zanma School of Swordsmanship. My training. Have you already forgotten what I taught you? No, but it's Kyoma. Eh? Have you forgotten my true name, Lukako? I am the insane mad scientist, Hoin Kyoma. Swallowing my embarrassment, I strike another pose. Oh my god, man. I was so caught up in the question of your gender that I lost sight of our true relationship. But now, I finally realized the truth. Our relationship was decided from the very beginning. Decided? How? I may be a man and you may be a woman, but our temporary relationship as a couple. I take a deep breath. I gently comb my fingers through Lukako's hair. I twist my lips into a grin. Matters not! Oh, wow! Lukako, oh no, Okabe, damn. What a move, Okabe. I didn't see that coming from you. Bruh. Huh? I am I. Lukako is Lukako. And Lukako is my disciple. As I gently stroke her hair, Lukako puts her warm hand on top of mine. The tears collected in the corners of her eyes suddenly fall. Yes, of course. Oh, Okabe. No, I mean, Kyoma-san is my master. Well said. Now, Lukako, bring forth Samidare. Hey, at once. Just for a moment. I'll be back. I'll be right back. Please stay here. Okay? I'm not going anywhere. So hurry. Lukaku reluctantly lets go of my hand, shyly turns away from me, and heads to the shrine office. That's really cute. She's an otaku too. Well, half I guess. We spent 4 hours training, just like we used to. Practice swings with the demon sword. Stories of the sword's history. Lectures on the intricacies of Seishin Zanma swordsmanship. All fabricated from my Chunibyo delusions. I thought Lukaku, dressed now in her Miko robes, listens with rapt attention. Occasionally, we take breaks, sit on the shrine's stairway, and eat the sweet rice balls Lukaku's mother brings us. Eh? Lukaku's mother is still alive? Okay. And that's how we spend an ordinary 4 hours. Alright, that's it for today. Lukaku lowers her stance and slowly sheathes the demon sword, Samidare. She looks so beautiful and majestic standing there in flowing white robes, sword shining in her hands. I find myself mesmerized once again. Lukaku bows, snapping me out of it. Thank you. I think I got a little stronger. No need for humility. Today, you master one of the Seishin Zanma secret styles. Type 32 Cherry Bomb. But don't get cocky, for you are still weak. Yes, sir. I want to learn more from you. The breeze feels nice after a sweat we worked up. We savor our comfortable fatigue as we drink the barley tea Lukaku's mother brought for us. I feel like it's been a long time since you last taught me, Kyoma-san. For the past few days, my mind has been under the dread influence of the foul grimoire known as the Manual. But I have fully recovered. Do not worry. Thank goodness. You are back to your old self. Lukaku answers happily, and her expression turns serious, as if she made up her mind about something. Yesterday, you asked me if I had memories from when I was a guy. Oh, yeah. Lukaku looks away. I see her hands fidgeting in her lap. Finally, with trembling lips, she speaks. I do remember. Cool. Oh, no surprise. I expected she'd remember after what I experienced with Faris. I remember. Oh, actually, how should I say it? It's a very transient feeling. Transient? I can't clearly remember it, but at the bottom of my sea of memories, well, in my head, Then Lukaku starts pawing at the air above and to the right of her head. It feels like it's around here somewhere. I don't really get it. Anyway, you remember? Lukaku nods. I'm sorry. I lied yesterday. Don't worry about it. You should be proud to have fooled the great Hoenn Kyoma. So because I remembered, I knew Mom's pager number without having to ask. Cool. Well, it all adds up. She takes out a piece of paper, upon which is written the number. I was going to give you this, no matter how things turns out today. And one more thing. One more thing? I don't know if it is related to my memories, but it's about that old computer. Tell me. Now that I didn't expect. The IBM 500? Yes, I think so. True, Lukaku did seem like she knew something about the IBM 500. Did Moeka stole it? Tell me, Lukaku. Plus, Luca's dad confirmed that it was here at the shrine, and then one day it suddenly disappeared. Does Lukaku know where it is now? If that's true, Lukaku, then you might not have to turn back into a guy. But Lukaku faintly shakes her head. I don't think it's that easy. But why not? Lukaku grips my hand. Please come with me. I will show you. She looks into my eyes. Lukaku is no longer crying. In the fading sunlight, her eyes shine with firm resolve. She brings me to Daibiru. I look up at the huge towering building. The IBM 500 is here? I'm not there. Lukaku faces away from Daibiru and points to a coin locker tucked in a narrow alley. Told you she's sus. It happened last year, just before New Year's. Lukaku walks up to the coin locker as she talks. The computer was at our shrine until then. Until New Year's. That's a contradiction. It was only 2 weeks ago that I found the IBM 500 at the shrine. Which means I really haven't returned to the original world line. It's my fault. It's all my fault. I was helping out at the shrine, sweeping the storehouse, when I broke it by accident. You broke it? Lukaku nods. But I thought that would get mad at me if he found out. So I brought it here and hid it in the coin locker. It must have been tough bringing it all the way out here. That thing weighs a ton. I used a pushcart from home. It broke too. Bruh, what the fuck? Even so, it must have been hard to get it here with just a pushcart. Maybe she was running on adrenaline. When I heard Kyoma-san was searching for it, I was really surprised. I know I should have told you the truth, but I thought you'd hate me for it, and I couldn't say anything. Nonsense. I wouldn't have hate you for that. No matter what, you're still my disciple. I know. Lukaku takes the locker key out of her pocket. It's already been more than half a year, so the management probably took it away. Half a year. I guess it's hopeless then. This locker charges 200 yen per day. Normally, if a coin locker goes unpaid for more than a few days, the management retrieves the contents. And if the owner doesn't claim it within a month, it's usually thrown away, meaning the IBM 500 is already... Lukaku goes to a large locker at the end of the row, inserts the key and tries the lock. Huh? It's not locked. I guess that settles it. Sure enough, Lukaku opens the door to reveal an empty locker. I'm sorry. Either way, it doesn't matter. There's no point in retrieving a broken IBM 500. But I don't tell her that. It's not your fault. I'm the one who messed with the timeline. Everything that happened is my fault. Kyoma-san. That's why I must bear the burden. Mari's pain, Suzuha's pain, Faris' pain, and now Lukaku's pain. Something occurs to me. What if I send a email telling Lukaku not to sweep the storehouse? How would that change the world line? Would the IBM 500 stay at the shrine, ready for me to retrieve in August as planned? Part of me wants to try sending that email. If it works, Lukaku could stay a girl. No, I mustn't give in to temptation. My goal is to restore the world line, not to warp it further. Fix the past and save Mayuri. That is my mission. There is something strange about my memories. Strange how? Inside my mind, there are two memories about that old computer mixed together. The first is the memory of me breaking it. The other has no memory of it at all. The male me didn't break the computer. He swept the main shrine instead of the storehouse. So Lukaku swept storehouse because she became a girl. Because she swept the storehouse, she broke the IBM 500 and deposited it into this coin locker. As a result, the IBM 500 will never reach me. Is this the butterfly effect? So, there's no choice. I have to go back to being a guy. There's no longer any doubt in her eyes. There's no choice. She knows it as well as I. Well, we return empty-handed to Yellow Shrine, which is dyed scarlet by the setting sun. Lukaku lets go of my hand after we arrive. We spend the whole walk hand in hand. Then she turns to me. So, this is goodbye. Yeah. I'm really happy that I could train with you again. She smiles shyly again, but her cheeks are dyed pink. I can tell she is desperately holding back her tears. But those tears hold a different meaning than the ones I saw before I time leaped. At least I like to think so. I didn't really do anything boyfriend-like for you, did I? That doesn't matter. Yeah, you're right. I'm sincerely relieved because Lukaku smiled for me. Please, save Mayuri-chan. Yes, Mayuri-chan is really important to me. That's what Faris said to you guys, man. Thank you. I'm also really happy. Yeah, it's a pretty good ending for her. Lukako. Please go already. If you don't, I might cry. Because if you didn't stream, I wouldn't get any work done. Cool? So, please. Thank you for everything. This is when I use that phrase, right? L side Kongri. It's Kongru. I find myself smiling. Lukako forces a smile too. L side Kongru. She bows deeply. She doesn't raise her head. A sign for me to go already. I turn back to the archway and at the shrine's entrance. My feet are heavy. They won't advance. I stop in front of the stairs. Then I take out my phone. Okabe, Mariko. She was mad. You stood her up on your promise to go to Komima. Christina, I need you to enter a number into the phone with name subject to change. What? Explain yourself. By Luka K.O. as in girl LL. Now he's just gonna be Luka. He's always Lukako, right? He's always Lukako, right? Please, just do it. I'm sending a D-mail. I hear a sigh on the other end of the phone. The number is... I tell her Lukako's mother's pager number with a string of numbers attached. Hash 2 hash... Meet, wait. Okay. It's a pun, never mind. Isn't ko a slang for girl? Is it? I don't think so. Because ko, right, the kanji it represents actually means child. It doesn't mean like son or daughter. It means child. When she sees this, Lukako's mother will probably think it's a prank. Then she will assume that the D-mail we sent earlier was also a prank. It's a pun, my man. Okay, I didn't quite get it then. I don't think pun is a slang for girl though. What language? If that still doesn't change the world line, we can just try something else. Pagers in 1992 didn't display the sender's number. Lukako's mother won't know who sent it. I'm making a pun. So hard to do puns on text. GG. I already told Kuitsu the timer setting. Everything is ready. I hang up once I confirm the 42-inch CRT is on. Now I just need to call phone with name subject to change. Then the world line will change. You just find out someday or you will just never understand. Cool. Lukako will turn back into a guy. Her memories will disappear. Maori won't die today. However, I hesitate to open my address book. My thoughts turn to Lukako, who is probably still watching me from behind. If I turn around, what will I see on her face? I want to check, but I don't think she'd want that. Lukako finally smiled for me today, but I still have lingering reservations inside. This time, I'm about to sacrifice Lukako's memories. The memories of the 7 years she lived as a girl on this world line. I want to take a bath. This is a refreshing chapter, but I'm certain something bad gonna happen next. Now the next one is Moeka, so it's going to be shit, man. The memories of her parents who rejoiced when their daughter was born. I'm about to erase all of that. But if I don't, I will be rejecting the 17 years old Lukaku lived as a guy. I'll be rejecting the memories of his parents who rejoiced when their son was born. Even so, is it okay to turn Lukaku back into a guy? I'm lost and cannot take another step. I've sacrificed the memories of 2 friends already. The sight of their tears is burned into my mind. Wait, what? Something soft presses against my back. Lukaku has embraced me from behind. Shit, man. I hear faint sobbing. What expression is she making now? Even without looking, I can tell. I really don't want to change back. Her words are like needles stabbing into my heart. Because if I change back to a guy, I will have to hide my feelings for you. It would be wrong for me to love you if I'm a guy. I've nothing against homosexuals, but unfortunately, I'm heterosexual. I won't be able to answer Lukaku's feelings if he is a guy. My memories of today will vanish too. One day. Then we held hands and walked together. You'd think Okabe would just be a tank and just speed run through this, but unfortunately he has feelings. Yeah, actually I tried picking out my phone, but it just doesn't let me. So I guess his feeling is quite strong in this one. I mean, like, he's been through all this, and then like each time, right, I would imagine it's even more worse because it just reminds him of the last time he did it. That we trained together after such a long time. That I'm touching Okabe-san's body right now. I don't want to forget. I don't. Because I love you. I love you, Okabe-san. I want to save Mayuri-chan too. And I understand there's no other way. But it still hurts. At the very least, I want to keep my memories of today. I still don't think Okabe is handsome or hot or whatever. I understand why Luka likes him, but Kuritsu and Mayuri, not really. Mayuri is because long-time friends, right? I mean, they know each other since kids. And you know, Okabe probably did something like that back in the days too. As for Kuritsu, it's just like, if you think about it, Kuritsu and Okabe, right, they're interests and minds are quite alike. Somehow, yeah, somehow, and they just hit it off so well. They just hit it off together. That's just how it is. Like, if I know it will hurt this much, then I never would have wished to become a girl in the first place.
ルカ子。
ルカ子。
すみません。
I'm sorry.
そんなこと
I know
ど
that
うでもいい
doesn't matter to you,
気
right?
持ちですよね。
Don't tell me Daru also likes Okabe next from my life. I realized Daru is the best character because he caused no trouble. No, Daru likes Faris. Don't forget. Daru likes Okabe, but not in the romance way. He likes Okabe in the friend way, you know, like respect.
お前が男に戻っても、
Even as a guy, you are still Lukako to me.
ルカ子はルカ子
That
だ。
won't change.
それは
Yes.
そう言っ
Makes
てもらえ
me
て
happy
嬉
to
しい
hear
で
you
す。
say that.
岡部さん、
Okabe-san, please
メール
send the email.
送ってください。お願いします。
Please send it
早く
quickly.
これ以上
If you let me feel your warmth
岡部さん
any
の
longer,
ぬくもりを感じていたら
I...
僕
It's not letting me pick out a phone, man. I'm trying to send it to her.
嫌
I
な
might say
言っちゃい
even
そうだから。
worse things. I can't hold back my feelings anymore.
我慢できない。
だが
Lukako, you should probably press it, man. The shop is probably shaking and all that. Is this really okay? Can you check how many chapters you have left? I don't think I can. I don't know how. Okabe-san, please. I'm about to sacrifice someone again. Is it my place to make that decision? It's fine, man. I'll make it for you. My fingers tremble around my phone. But Lukako embraces those trembling fingers with her own.
僕のこと
Do you
覚えてい
remember me?
はあ
Yes. With just one call to a phone wave, name subject to change, I can send a message to Luca's mother's pager.
女の子だった
Do you remember me
僕のこと
as a
覚
girl?
えていて
Yes. If I make the call,
3日間だけ
do you remember
恋人だっ
these
た
4 short days
僕のこと
we were together?
はあ
Yes.
ダメだできない
No, I can't do it.
岡部
Okabe-san. Why?
どうして
I'll do it for you. Wait a minute. Wait, let me do it. Wait, no. Fuck. Wait, let me do it. Fuck. Can you go back? Can you fucking go back? Oh my god, fuck. Fuck, did I do something wrong? Fuck me. Oh fuck.
もう嫌だ
I can't do it anymore. I can't sacrifice anybody else's memories. I've already trampled on Suzuha and Faris' memories. I turned a blind eye to their suffering, all while telling myself it was to save Mairi. I justified it by telling myself I would carry their burdens, but that was just a convenient excuse.
俺にはそんな権利
I don't have the right.
ないんだ。
I fall to my knees, unable to stand. The only way to save Mayuri is to send this email. There's no alternative. Yes, there's no alternative. Send it, man. Send it. Send it, man! Fuck! What are you doing? What are you doing, Okabe? What are you fucking doing? Piece of shit. Even so, I don't have the right to erase Lukako's entire life as a girl. Are they gonna kiss? I don't know. You can't. GG. I can't do such an arrogant thing. More than anything, I don't want to lose the Lukako beside me not right now. Okabe-san. Mayuri can't be saved. Mayuri's death is fate. No, it's not! Fuck you! Oh my god, fuck you, man. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I think YouTube doesn't like my comments. Well, what happens? Fuck, they don't die, right? Mayuri is going to be gone forever. Fucking stupid Okabe. Oh, fuck. I hope not. Shit. No matter how many world lines I cross, convergence will occur. Mayuri will die, no matter what. I'm tired of it. Mayuri, I'm sorry. No! Fuck no! My ego wasn't strong enough to sacrifice everything for your sake. No, 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 no. Can't let this happen, man. I can't fucking let this happen. This is not the ending I want. The first day of Komima has ended. A few otaku warriors linger to check their spoils before beginning of the odyssey home. Otherwise, Ariake is silent and still, as if the crowd Lukaku and I saw this afternoon was a lie. Komima runs for 3 days straight, but it already feels like the end of a festival. Of course, this silence is just for tonight. Tomorrow people will come again to feel this spacious promenade once again. My hand clutches at my chest. Mayuri will die in less than an hour. I'm not ready. Even so, I want to be with her in her final moments. I won't let her leave this world alone. That's why I came here right after leaving the shrine. She should be still in Ariake somewhere. I contacted both Mayuri and Daru by mail. If they are still in Ariake, they should be here any minute now. My phone rings. Speak of the devil. Lukako. Please tell me, is this really okay? No, it's not, man. Lukako. She doesn't have to say it. I know exactly what she means. There's only one thing I can say. This was my choice. You don't have to worry about a thing. No, it wasn't your choice, man. I mean, I know that mail won't be enough to stop Lukako from blaming herself, but I have to send it all the same, if only to strengthen my own resolve. Memories from this morning rise unbeaten. Mayuri stopped by the lab on the way to Komima. I was dozing on the couch. Suddenly the darkness was burned away by light. Squinting against the Florence radiance, I raised my head to see who had entered. Sorry, okay? Did I wake you up? Fuck, you chose Lukaku over Mayuri. I would choose Mayuri so much more. Lukaku liked you for being Hoin Kyoma, man, not Okabe. Mayuri was there, tugging a suitcase. No, I wasn't really asleep. I'd been up all night trying to solve the problem of my last date with Lukaku. You are pretty early, Mayuri. Actually, Mashi is here to pick up her costumes. And breakfast. She took a sandwich and some potato salad from her convenience store bag.
これからコミマに行くのか
Are you going to Komima now? Yeah, Taru-kun already left on the first bus.
そうか
Oh. Hey, Okarin. Where did you go with Luka-chan yesterday? Did you have a fun day? You know, Luka-chan hasn't replied to my mail since yesterday.
ルカ子に
You emailed Lukako? Yeah, now she's a little worried, you know. The day before, Lukaku burst into tears barely 5 minutes after we met up, then we parted ways. That's why I couldn't give Mayuri an answer. Did you make Luka-chan cry again? That would make Mayushi sad. Sad? Sad. Luka-chan's Mayushi's friend. It was Mayuri's last day alive, and also Lukako's last day together with me. I asked myself, could I really let it end with both of them sad? Let it end? What right did I have to choose when it ends? My arrogance made me want to vomit. And then, as if to rely on Mayuri, I began to tell her my new plan.
お前は今日
Are you going to be at Komima all day? Yeah. Yeah. Why?
ルカ子
Is it okay if I bring Lukako? Really? Of course it's okay. Mayuri smiled happily, took some milk out of the refrigerator to wash down the sandwich, and began to enjoy her
ルカ
breakfast.
子にコスプレをしてもらう
You tried asking Lukako to cosplay, right? How did it go? Well, I couldn't convince her. I don't want to force her, you know. That would make her hate cosplay. So basically she gave up. But you know, it might be a good idea to bring Luka-chan to Komima. You think maybe if she saw other cosplayers having fun, Luka-chan might want to try it too? Do you think we could get her to cosplay at the next Komima?
どうだろうな
I wonder. That would be nice. Hey, will you really bring Luka-chan over today?
ああ
Yeah. Will you come too? And look at the costumes Mayushi's made?
そういうことになる
Yes, I will. Yay! That will make me really happy. Mari packed her costumes into the suitcase. Well, gotta get going. Be sure to come, okay? I'll be waiting. I'll show you all the best stuff you'll want to come tomorrow too. I could hear my teeth grinding. I knew that whether Mayuri would get to see tomorrow depended entirely on my actions. If this day had gone as planned, my status as Lukako's temporary boyfriend would have come to a close. Lukako would have gone back to being a guy. Mayuri would survive the night. She would go to Komima tomorrow without a care in the world. Okarin? Something wrong? Mayuri looked at me quizzically. She's always been sensitive to changes in my demeanor. So I put on a smile and responded as Hoin Kyoma.
問題ない
Nothing's wrong.
世界を支配
Just thinking up ways to defeat the organization.
昼間
Let's meet in Ariake in the afternoon. Okay, I'll be waiting. Mayuri didn't leave right away. She just stood there in front of the door looking at me. Mayushi's always here for you to talk to when you need her, okay?
マユリ
Mayuri. Yay, I'm off. Fuck, man. Mayuri cheerfully flew out of the door, suitcase in her hand like the white rabbit in Wonderland. The sound of her footsteps gradually faded away. Now alone, I took a deep breath. The time limit was 13 hours after that point in time. In those 13 hours, I was to return Lukako to manhood. I thought I had to change her back, but now... Eh? She's still here though. Okarin? A voice calls me back to the present. There's Mayuri, dragging her suitcase. Daru isn't with her. She's probably upset. After all, I completely stood her up on the promise we made this morning. You came, but you're late. Mayushi was waiting. I was really lonely. I'm falling asleep. Did you see my previous comment? What's the previous comment? Oh, did Lukako die in Mayuri's place? I mean, I don't think so though, but let's see what happens. And if I don't like the ending, if I don't like the plot, then I'll just jump back to where I was and then just replay it, because I can skip. Or does Mayuri only get into an incident in front of Okabe? Mayuri is here. Sorry. I can't look Mayuri in the eye. As Mayuri was waiting in vain, I was making the worst possible decision for her. I chose not to turn Lukako back. I chose not to save Mayuri. No, let's not beat around the bush. I chose to let her die. It's not that I don't want to save her, I do. But I can't bring myself to make the necessary sacrifice. Where's Luka-chan? She's not coming. Did you make her cry again? No. My thoughts are a jumble. Her every word seems an accusation. Of course, I know that's not her intent. Even if she knew what I had done, this innocent childhood friend of mine doesn't have a bitter bone in her body. It's my guilty conscience, changing Mayuri's words into swords, stabbing straight through the heart. But even so, I can no longer change the past. I don't want to change it. So I have no other choice. No other choice but to accept the death this world so desires. If I were a normal man, I would have accept Mayuri's death whether I like it or not. I wouldn't have been able to try to avert it. But by chance, I acquired the power of God. It allowed me to try again and again. If anything, I should be grateful for the opportunity I was given. Okarin? I can't let Mayuri sense my unease. Okay, wait. I just can't go on with this, man. Okay, let me save this first. Then, let me try load it. And see what I can do. Alright. Sorry, Faris. Alright, bing bang, yeah, all that crap. GGY. I can't stand that I failed to save Mayuri. I set out to save Mayuri. Like I mean, if I really want to give up, right, I would have give up on Suzuha, not Lukako. Like I have to, like, after Suzuha, right, after I sacrifice Suzuha, there's no way I can like do anything else that it's not towards the goal of saving Mayuri, you know. I just can't accept it. Like, you know, Suzuha was quite the heartbreak, you know. So I can't stand failing Suzuha like that. Alright, whatever. Blah 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 blah. Luckily, I can skip very fast. So thank God. Bilibala. Bilibala. Cool. Alright. Okay, let's save this. Do you remember me? Yes, I will. Do you remember me as a girl? Yes, I will. Alright. Alright. Sorry, Lukaku. I just can't. Lukaku places her finger on top of mine. On top of the send button. Thank you. Okabe-san. Farewell. My love. Yeah, fuck. Wow, that did it. The warmth of Lukaku's hand slips away as Rodiko hits me. Oh, it's happening. I'm at the shrine and you almost saw Mayuri die again. Yeah, I didn't want to see that, man. I have to make it work. I have to say Mayuri. Like, I can't let Suzuha's sacrifice goes in vain, you know. I'm at the shrine, but I no longer feel Lukaku clinging to my back. I turn around slowly. Lukaku is standing at a short distance away, as if to see me off. Gigi Okabe actually fall in love with Luka. Wow. Well, no tears, just a bewildered smile. My chest feels like it's about to burst. I hold it back. Hey, Lukaku. Hey, yes. You're... I hesitate for a moment, but I have to know. You're a guy, right? Yes? She's gone. He has returned. Cuter than any girl. Looks good in Miko robes. But he's a guy. I bite my lip. Do you like me?
好きか。
いき
What?
なり
What?
何を
I don't understand.
好きか。
Do you like me?
その
Um,
尊敬してます。
I respect you. He respects me? I don't deserve his respect. But that's not what matters now. Lukaku's answer seemed clear, but wasn't. He didn't answer the question.
男に戻ったら
If I change back into a guy,
岡部さんへの
I'll
この
have
気
to
持ち
hide my feelings for
封
you.
印しなくちゃいけないから。
Bro, too sudden. Oh yeah, right. Ask like that. Lukaku might still like me, even though he's a guy again. However, he'll never speak honestly about those feelings. This is what Lukaku decided for himself. It would be wrong to pry any further. Maybe I'm just running away. Maybe I should pry, force him to confront his feelings. But I'm not strong enough to accept the consequences. I'll just end up hurting Lukaku.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
お前には
You're my disciple,
これからもずっと
now and forever.
俺の弟子でいてほしい。
Agreed?
それでいいか。
GG man, this is also heavy, bro.
はい、
That
もちろん
the
です。
man, all these characters, right? Bruh. Fuck man. Yes! Of course I am. I look away, unable to bear his shy smile. The world line has changed. Lukaku is a guy again. Which means the IBM 500 should be at the shrine. Alright, let's save this and call this a day. Well, so yeah, again some heavy stuff today too. God, I don't know. I don't know if the next episode will be heavy too, since it's Moeka, but seemingly how all three of these characters, Suzuha, Faris, and Lukaku, is also heavy too. Maybe even Suzuha, maybe even Moeka's chapter is heavy too. Bruh. What chapter is this? This is chapter 8, clear. So now it should be chapter 9. Next is the Moeka. Next is Moeka. She might have a problem too. Indeed. Yeah, like, damn. We'll see what happens with Moeka next on the next one. Don't know what to expect from her, but we are closer to IBM 500 now. So I know for sure that I don't think like what's his Lukaku's email actually changed, like is the main sole reason that the 500 is gone. So I think Moeka actually stole the computer because she tags herself to the past, right? So I think that's what will happen. Jesus, okay. Let's hope it's not too much drama, ML. I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell what will happen. So yeah, so we learned today, like, you know, apparently Lukaku loves Okabe a lot, and unfortunately, to save Mayuri, we have to once more sacrifice another one of our lab members. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like, actually, just now during the other ending that I stumbled upon accidentally, I feel like there's like how should I say, like, it's halfway true, like how relieved that Okabe is, and it feels kind of sad, you know, like it's been saving Mayuri has been so much stress and trauma, but you know that letting her go is like a super big relief, and that's kind of sad too, and it's really sad. I would give up too. He doesn't have rest at all. I know how to feel about that, man. Day in and out. I know, right? I don't know, man. Imagine living in such like a heightened state he is in every day, you know. Okabe is becoming a true madman. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's quite hardcore. Yeah, anyway, so we'll see what happens next. So until then, thanks for joining tonight, and yeah, great fun. Yeah, so I'll see you on the next one. Have a great night.